Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I'm back with another recap for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I am so excited and happy that you guys loved my recap last week. I had a ball reading the comments and how many people thought it was funny, and you know, people who've never seen my recaps, they got to see like a different side of me and my acting side and just acting crazy and being very comedic. I'm a very funny person, so I like to show that other side of me. And once again, this is nothing but satire. This is nothing against these people. This is about the characters that they are playing on a reality TV show. So I have to let that disclaimer be known again. So with that being said, make sure you guys have your tea cups ready because y'all already know this recap is what? Piping hot. How you doing? So anyways, in the opening scene, we pick up right where we left off last week. And basically, Willie's still sitting there with this stupid ass look on his face, you know. And Shonda's asking him, what have you been doing throughout our marriage? And Willie's like, I ain't been doing nothing. And then all of a sudden, honey, Shonda pulls out that first 48 folder and she starts waving it around and she's letting Willie know that she got receipts. And he's still trying to play crazy. So Shonda decides to open up the damn folder. And all of a sudden, Willie's face just turns surprised. He's shocked. It looks like one of those damn suspects when they get busted out, when the first 48 people tell them, you know what, we done caught you on camera, we have you there at the scene, you know you done fucked up. That's exactly how Willie's ass looked, okay?
Now listen to me, you little bitch. See something? Now you see now. You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
So after Shonda pulled out the receipts and showed him the text messages, the dirty pictures that he was sending Kalasia, all of a sudden Willie goes into his confessional and he's saying, you know what, I thought I was here to confront her about the whole Blaze situation. And in actuality, Shonda's confronting me about Kaisha. Like, that wasn't what was supposed to happen. Now I see why he was so upset about the whole Blaze situation. Now I see why he was feeling some type of way about Blaze's Ruben Studdard looking ass. Because he knew he himself was cheating. And a lot of time when people accuse you of cheating and doing wrong, it's usually because they're trying to cover up their own dirty ass tracks. And because he knew he was creeping with this girl, he wanted to flip the situation around and make it feel like he couldn't trust Shonda because he's out here being a dog his damn self, okay? So then Willie tries to pull a reverse psychology and he tells Shonda, well, you know what? You can bring her here. If you got her number, call her because I'll tell her to her face that I'm not checking for her and that we ain't never done nothing. So Shonda was like, well, damn, isn't it mighty funny that you said that because I got the bitch's number right here in my phone. So Shonda took her phone and was like, boop, 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 boop. So she called Kaisha up and told Kaisha to come and meet her and Willie at a restaurant. So now Willie and Shonda walk up and they see Kaisha and they're all in the parking lot. And Willie's sitting here with an attitude and he got them there to tell her, why would I leave my wife for you? And you look like a big ass chitlin. You got a chitlin stomach. Now I didn't respect him for that. Now that's one thing that the audience wants to go in on Kaisha for what the hell she did. But why all of a sudden is her stomach an issue when you had no business having sex with her? I cannot stand when somebody's more mad about a situation than I am. You put myself into this situation. You're basically making me look like a fool on national television and you got the nerve to be super angry? Like, what the fuck, Willie? You put yourself in that situation. So why are you mad at your little jump off for confronting your wife when you had no business cheating with her in the first damn place? You know, I found it very funny that he tried to pull the whole reverse psychology and come at Kaisha and try and blame her for everything. He was coming off like a 12-year-old fuckboy, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to go in on her physical appearance and tell her that she wasn't nothing and he would never claim her and he's with his wife. Where was all this pride for your wife when you decided to cheat on your wife with this dusty bitch from the Windy City? You don't go around and trying to reverse it now, Willie. We know that you're a dirty-ass dog and you was cheating on Shonda, and this woman would not have came all the way from Chicago to confront y'all if there wasn't some merit to what she's saying. So then Kaisha decides to drop the bomb and also let Willie and them know that she was pregnant.
What pregnancy?
Are you serious? We've been off and on since 2004 all the way up until
Kaisha.
now.
So now we're all sitting here like, oh, well, damn, maybe that's why her stomach is poking out because she's pregnant. No, bitch, this bitch got pregnant in 2004. I'm like, why is this hoe bringing up old shit from 12 years ago? So now everybody's looking at her like, bitch, why are you bringing up this old shit? You act like you had a baby 6 months ago. And you're telling the audience right now that you were pregnant, but it was 12 years ago. I'm gonna need Kaisha's ass to have several damn seats for that fuckery, okay? So now Willie starts going off and he's yelling. And he's like, you know what? I don't give a fuck about the past. The past is the past. I don't care about no damn past. And Shonda's like, well, you know who cares about the past, bitch? I care about the past, and I want to know why you've been fucking with this bitch for the past 12 years. So then at that point, you know, Kaisha's pissed off, Willie's pissed off, he starts to walk off. Shonda pushes him and she runs away, and so Kaisha's now cussing out Willie. So then she starts yelling out, that's why you fucked me in 2.5 seconds.
Reason why you in 2.5 seconds, boo.
Come!
But she doesn't realize that makes her look even worse than it does Willie, because first of all, bitch, if he could only fuck you for 2.5 seconds, then why the hell did you waste your time flying all the way from Chicago to LA? Ain't nobody got time for no 2.5 seconds bullshit. Fuck is you thinking? Anyways, y'all, moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Max and Wide Mouth Brandy, honey. Now, Max is Brandy's husband, and so he said that he's been talking to his wife about trying to save up money for their son because he gets a lot of money, but they tend to go through it quickly, and he really wants to start a savings account for little Brandis, who is their son. So Max comes in there, honey, looking like a damn duffel bag boy, looking like he just got done selling some damn dope for Nino Brown. He has a whole bag full of nothing but money.
Let's go and get your money, little duffel bag boy. Say go and get your money, little duffel bag boy. Get money.
Y'all just heard that Lil Wayne song. Lil Wayne was telling the damn truth. So Max sets the money down, and all of a sudden the baby with his little cute self, he goes over there and he starts digging in the bag and he pulls out wads of cash. So now Wide Mouth Brandy, honey, is shocked as hell. Her mouth gets super wide and she's like, oh my God, I cannot believe it. Where did this money come from? And he tells her that he just got done basically producing a track and he was paid $27,000 and that he's gonna give all that money to Brandy to put in a savings account for their son. So she gets excited, honey. Her and the baby start rolling around in this dirty ass money. She starts throwing it up in the air like she ain't never seen no damn money before.
Money!
I'm like, if Brandy don't calm her ass down. Now let me go on ahead and let me just go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Now we all know that Max's teeth is the things that nightmares are made of, but I will say this, even though his teeth are scary as hell, they creep me the hell out. I will say that Max seems to be a really good father and a really good husband, especially being that he can deal with Brandy's crazy ass 24/7. I don't know how he does it, but I gotta tip my hats off to that brother, for real, for real.
Kudos to you, bitch.
So a lot of people on Twitter were saying, how come Max doesn't take that $27,000 and go fix his teeth? Does Mona Scott not have fucking dental plans for her employees? Now my thing is this, what Max did is proof that some parents will sacrifice anything for their children. That boy will look back at them damn family pictures and see his dad's mouth like this, like a fucking shark, and he'll realize how much his father really loved him because he could have took that money and fixed his grill, but instead he wanted to put it in his son's savings account. Now if that isn't real parental love, I don't know what is, honey. Brandon's gonna look back at all them damn pictures and realize how much he's loved, okay?
I ain't gonna lie, it's the best feeling in the world when you could bring money home for the family and you know that everybody's gonna be okay.
Now Max got crooked teeth, he has a cotton mouth full of damn spit, honey, and he talks with a lisp. Y'all bless his heart, because at least the man is trying to be a good father and stack up money. And to him, those priorities make more sense than him fixing his teeth. So all I can do is give him props for that. Even though, once again, his teeth scare the hell out of me, I gotta give him props for being a parent first, as opposed to thinking about himself. Because if that was a female, 9 times out of 10, she'd have took that damn $27,000, honey, got her some lipo, some new breasts, and some ass injections. How you doing?
Got some new titties, y'all. Ooh.
Moving on to the next scene. Next scene, honey, we have Masika Kalasia. Yes, the bitch is back, honey, and she's pregnant. She's knocked up by Fetty Wap. And you know, I already know how this shit went down. Now, we all remember Masika was fired after the whole Young Berg incident because Young Berg beat her ass and they had both gotten fired. But I can bet you anything, as soon as that damn pregnancy stick read positive, her ass ran to the fucking phone and contacted Mona Scott. She was on the phone with Mona like, ring, ring, ring. Hello, Mona, can we talk? Yeah, this is Mona. Hey, Mona, this is Masika. You know, the one from the first season. I had got my ass whipped by Young Berg and you had fired me. I remember you, bitch. So, Mona, I wanted to contact you because I finally have a storyline for you. For real? What's that storyline? Who you messing with now? Miss Mona, I'm messing with a very, very relevant rapper. He's been the hottest rapper out this summer, and I'm pregnant by him. Bitch, what? Hold on, Masika. Y'all go on ahead and book Masika a flight. That bitch done got pregnant by Fetty Wap. You on the show, bitch. We'll see you next week. Oh my God, thank you so much, Mona. You're not gonna regret this. This storyline is gonna make this entire season. I really, really appreciate it because me and my unborn baby, we need a check because right now Fetty Wap is not claiming us and I'm going through a lot of shit. Bitch, save it all for the show. Goodbye. Click. Y'all know damn well that's how the conversation went. So anyway, so after she had that bootleg conversation with Mona Scott, she goes to meet these lawyers, and she's basically telling the lawyers that she's fed up. She's really mad that Fetty Wap is not doing right by her, and she wants to know she can basically sue him to start helping her, you know, while she's pregnant, because she feels like he should be paying for doctor's visits, prenatal vitamins, and everything else. And these lawyers are looking at this bitch like another stupid ass industry thought. And so they're like, well, we really can't do anything until you take a DNA test. And once the DNA test comes back and it proves that Fetty Wap is the paternal father, then at that point you can, you know, sue for support and stuff like that. But until you get that done, there's, you know, our hands are tied. So Masika's like, okay, fine, I'm going to have to go do that. You know, as soon as the baby gets further along, I would definitely get a DNA test done, because she's tired of paying for all her prenatal stuff by herself. First of all, I'm going to need Masika to do a little bit better when it comes to men, okay? The first season, she got with Young Berg. You know, she swore up and down she was winning something when she took Young Berg from Hazel E. Young Berg ended up whooping her ass. And then now she's with Fetty Wap, and Fetty Wap don't want to have nothing to do with her. You know, she's a beautiful girl. She needs to make a lot better choices in men. But honey, when she took to her confessional, she said the following, I fell the fuck out.
I just want the entire world for my little girl. And I just can't imagine her growing up saying, I can hear daddy on the radio, I can see daddy on TV, but why doesn't he want to see me?
You know, I want the best for my little girl. And I know it's going to hurt my daughter in the future if she listens to the radio and she hears her dad. If she watches television and she sees her dad, she's going to feel like, you know, why doesn't my dad want me? Why does he want to have anything to do with me? And I'm sitting here like, really, bitch? You really think Fetty Wap is going to be here 10 years from now on the damn radio and on television? The fact that he signed on to do this bootleg-ass reality TV show lets you know his damn career is already on the line and in jeopardy. Because if he was really on his shit, he would not fuck with this show whatsoever. So trust and believe, honey, your daughter will be all right. Fetty Wap will probably be sitting there next to your daughter. You don't have to worry about her seeing him on TV 10 years from now. Because 10 years from now, nobody will remember what or who a Fetty Wap is, okay? So I'm going to need you and Fetty Wap to enjoy this damn gravy train while y'all have it, honey. Get y'all's money, save it up, stack y'all's chips, and take care of your daughter, okay? Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Will and Shonda again, and this time they're in the house, and Will is caught in the bathroom without his hat on, and Willie looks kind of different with no hat on, okay? He looks like Mr. Damn Clean. So anyways, he comes in the room, and he's trying to apologize to Shonda. Like, baby, I'm sorry, you know, I didn't do anything. And Shonda's like, shut the fuck up, Willie. We all know you're guilty. We all know you did something. This girl would not come all the way from Chicago if there wasn't something going down with y'all. Then the idiot Willie finally admits to texting Kaisha, and he's saying that he only texted because Kaisha reached out to him to let him know that basically her mother died. And Willie claims that he felt so bad that his ass flew to Chicago to give her grieving ass some damn dick, okay? Now, I didn't know that dick helped people grieve better, but you know, if it works for Willie and Kaisha, whatever floats they damn boat. But now Shonda's looking at his ass like he's crazy as hell, because she's like, okay, so because the girl texted you and told you that her mother died, you thought it was okay for you to fly all the way to Chicago and go sleep with her? And then Willie switches up his story again. He claims that he went to Chicago, but that he didn't sleep with her. Really? This whole situation with Willie is annoying as hell. He keeps changing his story. First, he didn't know who she was. First, he had no idea who she was. Then, all of a sudden, he finally admits to the text messages. But then he claimed it was just text messages. Then he switched it up and said he went to Chicago. I can't with Willie, okay? So Shonda's really upset, and she says the only way she can get over this is to have Willie and Kaisha meet up with her one more time. She wants to get to the bottom of this. She wants to know who's telling the truth and who's lying before she makes her final decision. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Princess and Ray J, and they're at their engagement party. Everybody's there. It's looking beautiful. Max is there. Wide Mouth Brandy is there. But also Ray J's sister, Brandy Norwood, is there. We all love this Brandy, okay? And she's very excited. She's very close with Princess, and she's happy to see her brother finally settling down. So, you know, Ray J's asking Princess, you know, what's wrong. And Princess says that she's kind of stressed out about the whole prenup talk, that it makes her, you know, makes her feel some type of way. So Brandy decides to snatch her away and go talk to her. And Brandy's just basically reiterating to her that she considers Princess like a sister. You know, she really loves her. And then at that moment, Princess asks Brandy to be her maid of honor. And Brandy's just so flattered. She's like, oh my God, yes, I would love to be your maid of honor. And is it me, or do Brandy Norwood and Princess look alike? lot alike. Like they have the same shaped eyes and everything. It's almost like Ray J saw some of Brandy and Princess. And I like the fact that, you know, they're very close. Princess is the only child and Brandy has no sisters. So it kind of works out with them being really close to each other. So they get done talking and then Max comes up and he starts talking to Ray J. And Max is talking with that damn lisp and that mouthful of shit, honey. It was hard for me to sit there and watch him talk. He was like, Brandy, I'm really happy that Brandy's been getting out the house. You know, I really appreciate Princess doing stuff for Brandy. And Ray J's looking like, you know, he's trying to dodge the spit bullets and shit. And Ray J's like, you know, what has she been doing with Princess? Princess has been with me for the past 2 weeks. Princess ain't been doing that with Brandy. They haven't started planning anything. So now Max is like, something ain't clean in the buttermilk, bitch. What you mean she ain't been with Princess? She's been telling me that her and Princess have been planning stuff for the wedding for the past 2 weeks. She hasn't been home. So Ray J's like, well, I don't know what to tell you, but Brandy has not been with Princess. So now Max is starting to think to himself, what the hell is Brandy really up to? You know, Max is definitely feeling some type of way, but he says in his confessional, he's not going to worry about it. Right now, he's here to enjoy this moment with Ray J and Princess, and he'll deal with the whole Brandy situation another time. So anyways, back to the party. So Ray J's parents are there. Sonya, the father. Max gives some really sweet words of encouragement to Ray J and Princess. So before this, Ray J had talked to Sonya, and Sonya was once again letting Ray J know that you need to get this prenup taken care of and Princess needs to sign this. And Ray J says he has everything figured out and for his mama to calm down and get the fuck up out of his business, okay? Now, he didn't say that, but that's how he was looking at her. So anyways, Ray J gets up there and he's saying how much he loves Princess and how much Princess has been there for him. And then he starts talking about the prenup and everybody's just in shock. You know, they're like, oh my God, I know he did not bring up this prenup. Ray J is so uncouth. He has no manners. And then all of a sudden, Ray J's like, you know what? I love Princess and I know our marriage is going to work. And I don't believe that we need a prenup. All we need is love. Then he starts being dramatic, honey. He takes the prenup and he starts ripping it up in little pieces and throwing it up in the air and all this other shit.
This prenup in my hand and I'm gonna just rip the whole thing up.
And the whole time his mama and father are looking at his ass like this fucking fool. I know he didn't, okay? Now, let me keep it real with y'all. The only reason why Sonya Norwood is mad, she's not trying to be in nobody's soup kitchen 5 years from now frying fucking fish because Princess and Ray J decide to break up and Princess ends up walking off with half his money and half his brand. So Sonya's not here for it. She's not going to go from being filthy rich to frying fish. So she's definitely giving Ray J the side eye and she definitely cannot wait to talk to Ray J after this party. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Masika, Nia, and Moniece. Now, I always call Nia Nina. So, you know, whatever, honey. So anyways, they're coming over there and all of a sudden Nia's ass just starts sniffing and shit. And, you know, everybody's looking at her like, bitch, what's wrong? Do you have allergies or something? She's like, yeah, I think I might be allergic to your dog because Masika's holding her dog. And Masika's like, no, you shouldn't be too allergic to dogs, bitch, because you're used to dating dogs now, aren't you?
My allergies are about to be like, whew.
Are you allergic to dogs?
No, not normally. I think it's just the hair.
Yeah, you can't be because I've seen some of the dudes who be around.
So I started cracking up what Masika said that I'm like, Masika is the queen of Petty Wop, honey. Petty Wop 1.0, okay? So anyhow, they all start laughing and Nina's like, you know, ha, 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 you know, whatever. But let's talk about your dirty dog. Now, you know damn well she's not sniffing because that damn dog sitting on Masika's lap. She's sniffing because her and unhealthy ass Soldier Boy just got done snorting a damn line. Just kidding. Queen of Petty Wop 2.0. So anyways, they start talking or whatever. And, you know, Masika's telling them how, you know, Fetty Wap is basically not doing anything for her. He's not even trying to claim the baby, just totally just disrespecting her. She's very upset, but she's not going to let it get to her. And she feels like she can raise her daughter by herself. And she's not making any trips to New Jersey anytime soon. If he wants to see the baby, he needs to come to LA. So then she decides to confront Moniece about everything that went down on Instagram. And she's like, Moniece, you were on Instagram wilding out against Princess. What the hell is up? So Moniece explains that the reason why her and Princess Love do not get along is because at Yandy's wedding for Love and Hip Hop New York, Moniece was there, Ray J was there, Princess was there, and she says that she has always called Ray J Raymond. And so she was calling Ray J Raymond, and Princess was like, bitch, that's not his fucking name. His name is Ray J. So Moniece was like, bitch, you need to shut the fuck up because I've been calling him Raymond since I was a little girl, and don't trip, bitch, because I had him first. So when Moniece said that shit, bitch, I had to clutch my invisible damn pearls. I wasn't ready for that shit. Like, damn, when did Moniece and Ray J have sex? Like, what the hell is this shit? Like, who the hell Ray J ain't fucked in the industry? So Moniece decides to be a petty wop 3.0, okay? And she decides to take to Instagram and basically splash tea all over Instagram, letting the world know that she hit Ray J first before Princess ever hit Ray J. I mean, seriously, who hasn't hit Ray J? This man done had sex with everybody from Whitney Houston to Kim Kardashian to Tierra Marie to Moniece to Princess. It's like, damn, between the celebrities that he done smashed and the Z-list, you know, reality TV stars that he done smashed, it's like, who hasn't Ray J smashed? You know, if I was Moniece, I wouldn't even bought that shit up. Anyways, y'all, moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Princess Love, and she's meeting with Jason Lee, honey. We all know Jason Lee's that messy-ass blogger from last season who poured that damn drink in Hazel E's face. Jason Lee is back, and he's messy as ever, and I'm here for it, bitch. So anyways, Jason Lee is supposed to be asking Princess about her marriage and her wedding plans and everything else. But you know, we're not here to hear none of that shit. We want to know what's going down between Princess, Ray J, and Moniece's ratchet ass, okay? So Princess goes to her confessional. She said that she didn't come here for this, and she can't believe that, you know, Jason is asking her about Moniece as opposed to asking her about her wedding. But my thing is, Princess is not too pressed because her ass sat down there during the entire interview and ran her damn mouth. So Princess is just as messy as Jason Lee and Moniece, okay? So Princess says that basically Ray J and Moniece didn't really have a thing. That granted, Moniece may have slept with him, but that Ray J, you know, only hit it one time. It was really short. He didn't care about her. He felt like she was disgusting. You know, and I find it funny that Princess is believing all of this. You know what I'm saying? Of course, a dude is always going to downplay a chick he used to be with to make his main chick feel better. He's not going to sit there and be like, I wrote her love letters and we walked through a field of daisies, bitch. He's going to make it sound like it was just the most horrible experience he ever had, knowing he was loving every minute of that shit, okay? So leave it to Princess to actually believe everything that Ray J's telling her. Ray J told her the same stupid shit about Tierra Marie, and then come to find out him and Tierra Marie dated for like 5 or 6 years, okay? You know, I also found it funny that Princess claimed that Ray J don't even remember smashing Moniece, but then Princess knows enough to know that Ray J didn't finish all the way through, and that Ray J also stated that Moniece smashed 5 of his friends. So to me, it's like you're only believing some of his story, but then the shit that's really shady, you're believing it 100%. That don't make no sense to me. But that's what happens when you fuck with the community peen of Hollywood, okay? That's what Ray J is. He's literally just community peen. So many folks have been with him, it's just re-damn ridiculous. But anyways, Princess is upset and she just feels like she wants Moniece to keep her name out of her mouth. So then Jason Lee asks her, if you could say anything to Moniece, what would you say to her? And Princess is like, when I see her on sight, I'm beating her ass, point blank, period. And of course, Jason Lee's messy ass posts everything on social media, and we all sip away and wait for Moniece's response. Okay, moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Shonda. She goes to visit Miss Nikki Baby, and Wide Mouth Brandy's also there. They're at Nikki Baby's house. And can we just take a moment, honey, to give Miss Nikki Baby props? This bitch is fully covered up. She has on a regular t-shirt. She looks like she can breathe. My titties ain't hurting watching her. Can we give her praises? Hallelujah. She looks so good like this. I've never seen Miss Nikki Baby this covered up and just, you know, just looking down to earth and looking classy. Yes. Okay, I had to go in on her last week, but this week she looks really, really cute. You know, just, you know, she's chilling. I like this look, Nikki. Keep it up. You look like you can damn breathe. So anyways, Shonda's there and she's there to talk about the whole Willie situation with this girl, Kaisha. So, you know, Nikki Baby's listening and, you know, they're just really shocked. Like, you know, they weren't expecting this from Willie. And of course, Wide Mouth Brandy got so much shit to say, honey. She takes her confessional and she's like, you know what? I always thought that, you know, Willie and Shonda had the most perfect relationship. I guess I was wrong. Couldn't be my husband because he would still be in the doghouse. And I'm just sitting here like, if Brandy don't shut the fuck up, bitch, you out here running the streets telling your husband one thing and doing another, but you worried about Willie and Shonda's relationship. When you stop being secretive and lying to Max on what you're doing outside of your marriage, then I'll take your ass seriously, Brandy, okay? So anyways, Miss Nikki Baby tells Shonda, you know, Brandy, you know your husband better than most, but you gotta know if you feel like your husband's lying. So I think you should meet with the both of them and you should really watch your husband's mannerisms, because she said she went through the same thing with her ex, who we all know is Molly Ma. Mall, and that's when Masika was fucking everybody in the show, honey, first season. Masika was fucking Molly Mall, and she went through the same thing with Masika and Molly Mall as well. So she's telling Shonda that you need to watch your husband's signs, and if he does something crazy, then you know he's guilty. So basically, she needs to watch and see if he breathes, scratches his balls, itches his ass. If any of that shit happens, that means he's fucking guilty, okay? So anyways, moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we had Tia Marie, honey. She's never in the studio. You know, she claims she's in the studio making new music. I can't fucking tell. But she is going here to be an instigator and go talk to Moniece. And she's telling Moniece that basically, did you see what Princess said about you? You know, if you haven't seen it, let me show you. So she shows Moniece Princess talking shit about her on Jason Lee's show, saying that when she sees Moniece, she's gonna slap the shit out of her. So Tia's like, you know, what you gonna do? Because she said she about to whoop your ass when she see you. I'm not feeling Tia this season. I'm just not feeling her. I feel like she's being super fake because this bitch, you know, pretended to be Princess's friend and then try to fight her. She was fake friends with Hazel E and then try to fight her as well. You know, she was being super messy, and a lot of this beef that Moniece has was because of her being friends with Tiara and trying to have Tiara's back. You know, so I just find the whole situation just crazy. And now the son Tiara's trying to act like little Miss Innocent, and she's bringing Moniece all this bullshit. If you know that Moniece gets hyped up, if you know that Moniece is always, you know, involved in some fuckery, why would you even bring this to her attention and even say anything about what Princess said about her? So it's obvious that Tiara's just up there to be messy. To me, Tiara's not a real friend to Moniece because she was throwing a lot of shade during that conversation and saying a little smart ass little comments to Moniece. But when Tiara was going through her bullshit last year with Princess, Moniece had her back, point blank, period. She didn't question anything. She felt like, you know what, you're my girl and I'm ride or die for you and that's it. But I don't get that same vibe from Tiara. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Soulja Boy, aka the unhealthy lollipop, honey. And once again, he's in his confessional. He's claiming that he's working on a new album and that he has a new shoe line coming out, okay? So when I heard about his shoe line, I made sure to take to Twitter and let everybody know that I was going to be buying a pair of Soulja Boy shoes and I was going to be rocking them just like that dude did in that damn Daniel video, okay? This is me when I purchased them damn Soulja Boy shoes. I'm going to be walking all over Hollywood just like this bitch. So anyways, I don't give a damn about Soulja Boy or Ray J's venture into buying scooters for old people, honey. We're just gonna go ahead and zoom past this dumbass scene, okay? Moving on to the last and final scene. So in the last and final scene, it's the big meetup. We have Willie and Shonda in one corner, and we have Kaisha in the next corner. And you know, she's coming in to let them know about everything. She's tired of being his 12-year secret, and she wants her to know everything that went down. So the first thing Shonda wants to know is Kaisha, was she ever pregnant? And Kaisha says, yes, I was pregnant. And so, you know, Shonda's like, well, what happened to the baby? And she's like, well, Willie had you and me pregnant at the same time. And when I found out that you were pregnant, it stressed me out so much that I had a miscarriage. And now Willie is just yelling. He's going off. You can barely hear what Kaisha's trying to say because Willie is so fucking loud. And he's obviously being that loud and trying to cut her off because he don't want the truth to come out. So then Kaisha's like, you need to shut the fuck up. You need to stop yelling at me. You know what I'm saying? You did pay for our room at the Red Roof Inn. Now, when this bitch said the Red Roof Inn, I had to fucking sip my tea. Bitch, what happened at the damn Red Roof Inn? We know that's where people take all their little side holes, okay? Now, if I was this 12 years a thought ass bitch, I would be embarrassed to tell people that this man was taking me to the Red Roof Inn, okay? Why couldn't he, with all the money he had with Day 26, why was he taking you to the Sheraton or the Hilton? You know what I'm saying? Spending good money on you. How the fuck you in and out of Red Roof Inns? I wouldn't even brag about that shit. This girl just sounds crazy as cat shit. She's very delusional. And the saddest part is that she's still in love with Willie. And when she fixed her lips to say, I still love him. I'm still in love with Willie. Shonda's ass jumped up and literally clocked her dead in the fucking mouth. I fell the hell out.
I was still in love with you.
Aisha takes her confessional. She's like, you know what? I've been with Willie for 12 years. And if she thinks I'm about to just leave LA like that, she's a dumb bitch. I'm not going nowhere until my truth comes out. If your only bragging right is the fact that you've been a side piece to a man for the past 12 years, You need to reevaluate your fucking life, okay? You're sitting here claiming a man and screaming that you love a man who does not love you or claim you. You sound crazy as fuck, you damn 12 years of thought ass bitch, okay? I'm gonna need her to have several damn seats, okay? You played yourself. Congratulations, bitch. He's in the damn confessional boo-hooing and carrying on. Meanwhile, he don't give a fuck and he's leaving with his wife. The whole situation to me is just ratchet and trifling, and Willie's nothing but a liar. This man has changed his story about 4 different times throughout this entire episode. And the fact that he kept trying to cut her off and he was yelling at her and cussing her out says a lot about him. You know what I'm saying? He's ratchet. And I like the fact that Shonda took it up with her man first and she was mad at Willie first. And she didn't even pop off until this delusional bitch started talking about how much she loved Willie and everything else. But Shonda took to her husband and she blamed her husband for everything that was going on. So Willie goes running after Shonda, but Shonda ain't trying to hear it and Shonda don't want to be bothered. Shonda ends up walking off and Willie's left her looking stupid as hell and having to pick his damn face off the ground, okay? So that was the end of the second episode of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I hope you guys enjoyed this recap. Let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.